Welcome to our first class of Yoga with Carly. Today we have a special guest, my teacher from India, Prasad. He teaches all over the world and he's been teaching for over 25 years, so we're lucky to have him and his experience today. And Prasad will take us through a beginner's yoga sequence right after this.
So now we will start with joint mobilizations. So stand up. Stand with your feet firmly grounded into the floor. Lengthen through your feet, lengthen your spine, rotate your shoulders gently, gently push your shoulder blades back, chin parallel to the floor, and close your eyes. We'll start with neck mobilizations by moving the head up and down. So lift your head up, inhale, and bring the head down, exhale. Lift your head up, inhale, and exhale, bring your head down. Lift your head up, inhale, exhale. Make sure that your breaths are nice and deep. Inhale, raise your head. Exhale. One last time. Inhale, raise your head. And exhale, relax. Now we'll move the head from side to side. So look to your left slowly and gently look to your right. Look to your left and look to your right. Make sure that your breathing happens non-stop, continuously. Don't retain your breath no matter what. Left to right, breathe in. Right to left, breathe out. One more time. And come back in the center and relax. The next part that we will work is mobilization of the shoulders and the upper back or the shoulder blades. So we keep the hands on the shoulders here and gently rotate the elbows in big circles. As you raise your elbows, inhale. As you bring your elbows forward, exhale. Make sure that you're squeezing gently the shoulder blade area. Make sure that your breathing is nice and deep. The breath is a very, very important part of yoga movements and yoga postures, so never compromise on the breathing. Inhale, exhale. If it's difficult for you to breathe through the nose or breathe out through the nose, feel free to exhale through your mouth. One more time. Exhale. Bring your hands down and relax. Now we'll do the similar movement but with arms stretched up. We call this a swimming movement. So with both arms up, raise both your arms. Inhale. When the arms come forward, exhale. Raise both your arms, inhale. When the arms come forward, exhale. This is a very, very important mobilization to relieve the strain from the upper back area. Many of us sit on the chairs with a slouch, have bad postures because of laptops, because of constant use of mobile phones. So a lot of tension gets accumulated in the upper back area, causing a lot of muscle knots. These movements that we are doing right now can really help us to relax this area. One more time. Exhale. Now we'll do the same movement with alternate arms. So raising the right arm, gentle twist there. Exhale. Raising the left arm, inhale. Bring the arm forward, exhale. A few more times. Exhale. If you do these movements before going to bed, it will improve the quality of your sleep. It will reduce the muscle tension that stays accumulated in our body through the day. Inhale, raise your right arm, gentle spinal twist. Exhale. Inhale, raise your left arm, gentle spinal twist. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, right arm. Exhale. Inhale, left arm. Exhale. We'll do here one more joint mobilization in which we will hold the elbows. This is a very, very important mobilization for posture correction. So we hold our elbows with alternate hands, stand with firm feet and a neutral spine, and then raise the elbows high till the level of your ears and lengthen the spine. Inhale and bring the elbows down. Exhale. Raise your arms. Inhale, lengthen your spine, stretch the abdominal muscles. Exhale. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. You can do this also seated on your chair if you're working, and if you feel your back hurts, then you can do this movement and just relieve your back pain. One more time. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, relax. Now we proceed a little lower to the region of the waist and the lower back. So we do the hip movements. So you can face the camera and keep the hands on the waist area and gently start rotating the waist here in clockwise and reverse clockwise, very gently. Many of us have stiff lower backs, and that stiffness in the lower back stops us from doing our simple, mundane day-to-day movements. But doing this mobilizational exercise can really allow for suppleness to generate in your lower back. So very gently. Remember, always keep breathing, never stop breathing. Making circles with your hip. And in the reverse way, gentle. Try to focus inward. Try to sense your muscles, your joints. 4 times more. Very gentle. 3 more times. Whatever, how much ever you can manage, do it. Don't push yourself. The whole idea of these joint mobilizations is to mobilize, not to stretch. So enjoy the movement, and enjoyment is the most important part of your practice. Now we proceed a little lower and we will work the hip joint. Many of us have hip joint issues, and mobilizing the hip joint can really help us to stabilize the hip joint. So what we do is we stand on the left foot firmly and raise the right leg up and slowly start rotating the right leg in big circles. Very gently rotating the leg in circles. Open the leg and bring the leg in. As you open the leg, you inhale. As you bring the leg in, exhale. As you open the leg, you inhale. As you bring the leg in, exhale. One more time. Open the leg. Bring the leg down and ground the right foot into the floor. The same movement, we do it on the left side. Continue, open the leg, inhale, exhale. Make it a nice rhythm. If you can't do this without support, then you can take support of the wall by going closer to the wall and holding onto the wall, or you can touch the toes to the floor and then do another movement. So you don't have to make the movement continuous. You can do one movement, bring the foot down, then another movement and bring the foot down, then one more movement, bring the foot down. That's also fine. The idea here is not to balance but just to mobilize. Now we come down on the mat and go on all fours like this for our last joint mobilization. Make sure that your hands are directly under your shoulders and perpendicular to the floor, and make sure that your knees are directly under your hip, also perpendicular to the floor. What we will do is we will do the cat-cow movements. So we'll lift the spine up, drop the head and exhale, and drop the spine, lift the head, inhale. Lift the spine, drop the head, exhale. Drop the spine, lift your head, inhale. And try to make a gentle wave-like movement. Again, make sure that you are doing it very gently, no impact, no competitiveness. Try to enjoy it and try to do it with your breath. As you lift your spine, you exhale. As you drop your spine, you inhale. A few times more. Lift your spine, exhale. Drop your spine, inhale. This is a very, very important movement and mobilization for the whole spinal column. One last time. Lift your spine, exhale. Drop your spine, inhale. And once you're here, we will go in the final resting position by bringing the hip down to the ankles and the head on the floor. Now, if some of you cannot do this, you can use props like cushions or a block here. You can use the block under your head, and you can use the cushion or bolster under your hip, so that you feel grounded. You don't feel as if you're hanging up in the air somewhere. You can just drop your arms, drop your head, drop your whole body weight to the gravity, to the floor, and just exhale and relax. When you're here, make sure that you're exhaling deeply. It's a posture of letting go. It's a very, very good posture of relaxation. With this, we finish our joint mobilization, and let's get ready for our standing postures. We now start with our standing postures or asanas. Before we start our asanas, we need to make sure that the feet are firmly grounded and the spine is nice and long. The feet firmly grounded, feet as wide as the hip, and the pelvis is neutral and the spine is nice and long, and the chin parallel to the floor. This is our base standing position on which most of the positions are based. You open the arms gently, the palms are facing in the front, and close your eyes and just get centered. Centered means look inward with the spine nice and long and breath calm and harmonious. From here, we start our first posture. It is called raising the arms posture or Urdhva Hastasana. So we gently raise both our arms up. And as we are raising our arms, we are also consciously lengthening our spine, trying to create space within our body, especially the abdominal area. So when you lengthen your spine, you try to reach for the ceiling and keep feeling the lengthening of the spine happening. If it's possible for you to join the hands, it's fine. If not, you can just keep the arms open this way, but make sure that your chest opens up with a gentle squeeze in your upper back area. Make sure that you're not gliding the head forward or backward. So always keep some attention on the neck to keep the neck neutral. Breathe 5 times deeply. This is also a very good posture for posture correction. If it's difficult for you to breathe through the nose, feel free to breathe through the mouth, especially the exhalation part. Now gently bring the hands down. Now we move to the next posture, which is called Utkatasana, or the chair posture. This is a very important posture to build strength in your lower back, your hip and your thighs. So we extend the arms in the front and make them parallel to the floor. Now, grounding the feet, we push the hip back as if you want to touch the hip to the wall behind you, and then bend through the knees to bring the hip lower. Make sure that your knees don't roll in. The knees and the feet are in a straight line, and the upper body is almost 45 degrees. Look in the front gently and stay here for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very gentle and stable, and gently push through the hip and come out. Bringing both the hands on the upper thighs, gently resting the hands on the upper thighs, bending the knees slightly and going into the standing forward bend. Exhaling here and just relaxing the whole upper body, lengthening through the lower back. Now some of us cannot reach the floor, which is completely fine. Don't let reaching the floor be your goal. If you don't reach the floor, you can always take a block and place the block under your hands and rest your body on the block. That's a very, very safe way of doing it. One thing we never do is bouncing in the standing forward bend. So never bounce in a standing forward bend. The lower back area is a very crucial area. We need to take care of that area. So just exhale and relax over there. This is a very good position to decompress the lower spine, also the cervical spine, the spine in the neck area. Stay there as much as you feel you need to, and then gently bend your knees, push through your hip, and slowly come out to the standing position. Now we will come to some other postures. So come to the center of your mat and spread your legs wide apart. As comfortable as you can, not too much and not too little, as comfortable as you can, and lengthen your arms as if somebody is stretching your arms away from the center. Make sure that your spine is long and your feet are firmly grounded. Then from here we'll go into something called as a wide leg forward bend, Prasarita Padottanasana. So we'll gently keep the knees soft and bend through the hip, through the waist, allowing the whole upper body to come down. Once you cross the parallel area, you bring the hands down and allow the whole upper body to gently hang there. Now, if that is not possible for you, if you don't reach the floor, which is completely all right, you can always take a block, and even if you reach to the parallel, this much area, that's fine. But make sure that your neck is relaxed and that you're looking down. Don't look up and unnecessarily squeeze the back part of your neck. So keep looking down between your hands, and if possible, just allow your whole upper body to drop. Relax your head, relax your neck, relax your lower back. Exhale, deep exhalations is the key to this posture. Again, if you can't breathe properly through your nose, feel free to exhale through your mouth. From here, we gently come out by bending the knee, pushing through the hip, slowly coming up, getting ready to go into the triangle posture or Trikonasana. The triangle posture is a very, very important posture. So what we'll do is we move into that posture from the same leg stance. We turn the right foot to the right. We rotate the shoulders and raise the arms up. Now we look at the right hand and very gently start moving towards the right side. I'm saying right side, I'm not saying right foot, because each one of us has different capabilities of the body, and we do as much as our body is capable to do. So don't be competitive, just do what you can. Now she can reach the ankle, so she is holding the ankle, but make sure that your left side opens up nicely and breathe into the left. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Now gently bend the right knee and slowly come out of the posture. We'll move gently into the next posture, which is called as the warrior or Virabhadra Asana. We bend the right knee. Once again, making sure that both the feet are firmly grounded, the arms are parallel to the floor, and you're looking at your fingertips. Focus, concentrate on your hand. Make sure that your torso is nice and straight. You're not pushing your torso forward or pushing it back. Make it nice and straight. Chest opened up. Breathe. This is a posture of motivation. Stay here for 2-3 breaths and then gently twist along the spine and bring both the hands down on the floor on either side of your right foot. Make sure that you're comfortable over here. Place both the hands on either side of your foot and stay here. This posture is called as the lunge or Ashwa Sanchalan. Stay here and as much as possible try to exhale deeply into this posture. Deep exhalations, because this is a very, very relaxing posture, especially for those of us who are into jobs that are high stress, people who sit a lot. This is a very, very good stretch for them to feel relaxed. One more breath here. Then we gently come out of this posture by bringing the left knee to the floor, pulling the hip back, bringing both the knees together, and bringing the hip down and the head down to exhale and rest into the child's position. So now we start on the left side, the same sequence. So spread the legs wide apart. We turn the left foot to the left. Now if need be, you can take a block and place the block in front of the foot. For those of us who cannot reach the floor or cannot reach lower, you can always take the block and slowly start moving towards the left side and gently bring the hand on the block, put your body weight on the block and lengthen the right side, making sure that the chest opens up nicely. Gently open through the right shoulder and breathe into the rib cage area. This is a very good stretch for the sides of the lower back, those sides that are very vulnerable to muscle spasms. Stay here for 2 or 3 breaths. Concentrate, ground your feet firmly and gently coming out, bend the left knee, slowly coming out, getting ready to go into Virabhadrasana or the warrior posture. We bend both the knees, bend the left knee, make sure that the left knee and left foot are in a straight line, arms are parallel, and looking towards the left hand. Stay here, upper torso, upper body, nice and perpendicular, lengthen spine. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more breath. And then twist over here to go into the Ashwa Sanchalan or the lunge position. Now you can see here, for those of us who cannot go deep enough, we can use the blocks and place the hands on the blocks. So you don't have to round your upper back and go deeper. As you can see, the placement of the hip is just enough. It's not too deep, it's not too high. Stay here. It's an intense stretch of the groin and the inner thigh area. 1 more breath. Now very gently bring the right knee down, pull the hip back, bring both the knees together and rest in the child's position, lengthening the arms over here, dropping the whole weight of the head and just breathing either into your chest or your lower back. We will now do a balance posture. So this posture is called the tree of Vrikshasana. It's a very, very good posture to build concentration and muscles of balance. So we ground the right foot firmly into the floor and then gently raise the left leg so that the left foot rests on the right inner thigh. And gently bringing both hands in front of the chest, looking at a point in front of you, breathe deeply. No need to close your eyes, breathe deeply. This is one part of the posture. If you feel comfortable here, you can raise your hands and allow your hands to join on top, or just keep your arms open and wide. This is called the Vrikshasana, the posture of rooting, posture of grounding, and posture of concentration. Stay here as much as you're comfortable, 5 breaths or 8 breaths, and bring your hands down and the left leg down. Now we switch the side, we ground the left foot. On the right side, if you cannot lift the leg high enough, you can just place it that way so that there is some point of contact of the right foot on the floor. Even this much is good enough. Now bring both hands in front of the chest in the Namaste position, or raise your arms if you want to gently challenge yourself. Join the hands on the top, keep your eyes open, focused on a point in front of you, and breathe. The more you focus on your breath, the more your mind will balance, and when the mind balances, the body will balance. 2 more breaths here. Make the breaths nice and deep. It's a very good exercise to strengthen the balance areas, the core muscles of your body. Bring the hands down and stand in the standing position once again. Now we do lying down postures. So lie down on the mat in this fashion, in this way, so that your feet are directly under your knees. Make sure that your neck is relaxed by bringing the chin closer towards the chest area. Make sure that your shoulder blades are nicely grounded into the floor. If that makes your arms go slightly away, that's fine too. Now, push the feet and the heels into the floor and gently raise your hip higher, as much as you can. We all have our own limitations and we have to work around the limitations. So just stay here. It's a very, very good strengthener of the hip and the lower back. Now, one important point here is do not allow your knees to fly out this way. If you see that is happening, then take a block and squeeze the block in between your knees. This helps more hip muscles to come into play in this posture, ultimately making your back and hip stronger. So stay here for a good 5 breaths or so, and whenever you want, gently bring the hip down. Make sure that you are doing it nice and gentle. Now, just as a counter pose, bring the knees towards the chest and pull the knees closer to the chest. No need to lift your head. Just pull the knees to the chest, and if you wish, you can rock here just to massage the lower spine and the upper hip area. Once that is done, very gently bring the hands down and bring the legs down and relax. Now we do the next lying down posture, but for this one, we need to lie down on our front, on our belly. So lie down in this manner with legs and feet together, arms next to the body. This posture is called as the Bhujangasana or the cobra. For this, we need to bring our head or forehead to the floor and hands under the shoulders. Once your hands are directly under your shoulders, you can rotate your shoulders and gently engage the upper back area. Now, very slowly lift your head up, but keep looking down as much as you can. That's it. Stay here and breathe. Make sure that your legs and feet are together, and gently engage the hip and lower back area to keep the integrity of the lower part of the body. Stay here and breathe. That's enough. You don't have to push through the hands and rise up too much. A good 40-45 degree angle is fine. It's a very, very good strengthener of the neck, of the back, and of the hip. Stay here for a good 5 to 8 counts, or as you can, as much as you can, and very gently bring the head down, arms down, exhale and relax. Now we come to the last section of the poses, that is the seated poses. Okay, so the first seated posture that we will do is called the Janu Shirshasana, or one-legged forward bend. For this, we bend the left leg and bring the left knee to the floor. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can place a block under your knee, or if some of us who arch through the lower back, they can take a bolster like this and put it under their hip and sit on it, just to make sure that the lower back is nice and straight. Once this happens, gently rotate your shoulders, keep the hands next to the body, and slowly start bending forward as if you want to bring your chest towards your knee, not the head. As you can see here, the head stays in one line. Don't lead through the head, otherwise you'll put a lot of pressure on your neck. So gently lengthen through the lower back, through the spine, and bring the chest towards the thighs or the knees, gently extending forward through the whole length of the spine. This is a very, very good and gentle posture to stretch the lower back, to stretch the hamstring, that's the back of your thigh, and it's a gentle, general relaxation, letting go posture. So stay here, exhale. If you want to stay here longer, you can also use another block and place it under your head like this, and just relax over here. Stay here for 3, 4, or 5 breaths and gently come out. Now we will use the same leg to move into the next posture, which is called a seated spinal twist. So the leg that was on the floor, you lift that knee up and see to it that you are sitting on the sit bones and not on the lower back. Don't round your back. Make sure that you are sitting on the sit bones. Now hold that left knee with your right elbow or right hand, as the case may be. Lengthen your spine. Raise your arms, once again lengthening the spine, and then gently place the hand on the floor. If your hand doesn't reach the floor, make sure to take a block so that your hand rests on the block. The most important part of this posture is to lengthen the spine. Never twist your spine by rounding or arching the spine. It's a very, very good heart opener, especially for those of you who want to correct your postures or have a lot of pain in the neck and the upper back area. This is a fantastic posture. Stay here for a good 5 to 8 counts. Breathe deeply. And gently twist back, raising your arm. Bring both the hands down and bring the left leg down. Now we continue the same two postures on the other side. So bend the right knee. Once again, seeing to it that you are sitting on the sit bones. Lengthening the spine, rotating the shoulders, keeping the hands on the floor, and slowly starting to bend. Remember, every forward bend is an opportunity to let go, to exhale deeply and just let go. The more you let go, the more you relax, the more you will be able to bend forward. Keep exhaling, close your eyes and tune inward. Try to find out which body part you can sense the most. Remember not to be competitive. Just enjoy what you're doing. Stay here once again for a good 5 to 8 counts and gently come out by lengthening the spine. Never come out by rounding the spine. And we left the right knee up to go into the seated spinal twist. Hold the right knee in your left elbow or the left hand. Rotate the right arm. Lengthen the arm and reach for the floor behind your back. Make sure that you twist with a lengthened spine. Breathe. Many yoga students tend to push excessively through the neck, but don't do that. Make sure that your neck is relaxed. You're not excessively twisting the neck. Breathe into the chest, especially the right side of the chest over here. A couple of more deep, harmonious breaths. Mind focused inwards, tuned inward. One more deep inhale and exhale. And gently raise your right arm, twist back. Bring the left leg down, relax. Now we come to the end relaxation. This is, as some say, the best part of the yoga postures. So you lie down on your back, but see to it that your whole body is relaxed. So you don't have to lie down in a constricted way, just relax. Let your feet flop away, a little distance between your legs. Rotate your shoulders, a little arms slightly away from the body. Now if you feel a lot of strain on your lower back, you can take a bolster or something like this, or cushions under your knees, and relax your lower back. Make sure that your neck is relaxed, there's no tension. Many of us have a habit of lifting the shoulders up like this. So drop your shoulders down and put your the whole length of your shoulder blades on the floor. The whole idea is to relax and breathe. Many a times it would also help a lot if you put a blanket or something on your belly to guide your breath. So if there is some object on your belly, you can feel the weight of that object on your belly, and you can consciously push that object as you breathe in and allow the object to drop as you breathe out. That will make you sense your breath. This is the position of Shavasana, or the end relaxation posture. So you close your eyes gently, see to it that your whole body is nice and relaxed. So we start relaxing each and every part of the body gently. So just listen to the instructions. Relax your toes and your feet. Exhale. Relax your ankles and your calves. Nice long exhalation. Relax your knees and your thighs. Exhale. Relax your hip and your lower back. Exhale. Relax your abdomen, your chest. Exhale. Relax your upper back, your shoulders. Exhale. Relax your elbows, your hands. Exhale. Relax your neck, your face, your head. Exhale deeply. Become aware of your whole body and consciously relax your whole body. Become aware of your whole body and consciously relax your whole body. If your mind wanders away in this resting position, focus your attention on your breath and be there with your inhalation and exhalation. This is a very, very important pose because we don't really get a chance to relax in our day-to-day busy lives. So make sure that you take some time to relax and rest. This pose, the Shavasana, is a very good opportunity for us to wind down and relax. So you can stay here for a good 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. And once you feel you're through with it, you can gently place the blanket away and gently start moving your hands, your feet, raising your arms, and slowly roll over on your side. Don't be in a rush to come out of this posture. Just take your time to come out. This rolling over on the side is a very important manipulation. And then very gently push with one hand and lift your body up.
Thank you for watching this month's segment of Yoga with Carly. I'm so happy to have my guru here teaching this class for us today. For more information on anything you learned here today, please contact the website at www.lokasangayoga.com. Thank you.